What's up? If you're looking for any one of these outfits, make sure you have cheat stick enabled. Start typing in these commands right here. The first one's going to be the red bow dress. You can enable this by typing in enable go, C1 colon, dress, normal, press enter. And this is going to give you the red bow dress. With any one of these commands I'm about to show you, you can always disable them just like you can enable them. Just change the word enable go to disable go, and her outfit will change back to whatever you had underneath. Our next command is going to be enable go, C1 colon, dress, normal, no bow. And this is going to give her a white dress without a bow. If you want to change her hair to the cutscene hair, you can go with enable go, C1 colon, Virginia underscore hair 1. And that's going to give her the hair from the scenes. That's a creepy smile. And just as a quick reference, and I have a video on this with all of the clothing options that you can do individually. You can mix up some of her clothes by enabling something like the tracksuit, which you can see the command for here. And of course, leave it to Kelvin to come and stick his head where he doesn't belong. We're gonna get to you, dude. Calm down. Had an issue with this guy earlier when I was trying to make a video. He creepily came up behind Virginia and made the weirdest face I've ever seen him make. What the hell is wrong with this dude? Freaking me out, man. Anyways, let's get back to it. So if we're gonna mix more things, we can go ahead and enable the leather boots. And again, I've got a video on all this, so if you want to check that out, you can get more commands for the NPC clothes. Kind of dig that style. I wish that was a real clothing option. So I guess we're going to do some commands for Kelvin. We've already seen all of his normal suits, but we can actually strip this guy down to some of the basics. So the first thing we can do is we can disable his hair. And that's just such an odd look for this guy. Next thing we can do is disable his beard. Give him that nice clean shave. If we wanted to take it a step further, we can actually remove his body armor, which looks kind of cool. And something I never noticed before is they added actual hands for Kelvin. So if we remove his gloves, we can actually enable his right hand and his left hand individually using these commands right here. That must be something new with 1.0, because I've always seen him in gloves. And something new to 1.0 is he's actually got the new and improved golden armor. We can enable that on his body too. We just have to go ahead and disable his jacket, as well as his pants. And his boots. Dude is looking pretty sharp now. He agrees. I don't think Virginia likes it though. And damn, that's an awkward place to kick that man. Well, go ahead, dance it off, sure. Dude's junk just got kicked in the next week. So I'm gonna throw up a spoiler warning because the rest of this stuff's gonna be in-game cutscenes. Now I know it's hard to see, but what you're looking at right here is pregnant Virginia running into the cube. Let me explain real quick. What I'm using here is a mix of Unity Explorer and RedLoader, and that allows me to change some of the game objects in real time. If I specifically look for the Gold Room cutscene, when it loads up I can see it contains a lot of other game objects. One of those game objects happens to be Virginia's part of the cutscene. Now inside of here I can see that she has a body, which is her normal 3-legged, 3-armed body. And if I destroy that and go back into the scene, I can actually enable the form of her that has 2 legs and 2 arms, which is going to be called Virginia Body Normal. Next thing we need to do if we're going to try to use any one of these other outfits Then we're going to have to open up that cutscene, go back to the Virginia cutscene, and just select which one of these we want to enable. Let me go ahead and show you the pregnant one. And it just continues from what you saw earlier. If you look over there, she has the nice puffed out belly, and it's amazing to see that that's just a dress. I thought it was going to be a physical model. Now in this clip, she does have the 3 legs, but we're going to take care of that in the next cutscene. One thing I do want to mention I thought was pretty hilarious is when I try to do the Endgame cutscene, we have a 2-legged Virginia here with a shotgun, being pregnant, running and saving the day. I had to share that because it looks ridiculous. And I went ahead and removed Timmy from the helicopter just to see what she would look like sitting down. It almost looks like she's sticking her hands in there like pockets. So like I said, in this next cutscene, we have the green dress, and this Virginia only has 2 legs and 2 arms, so I wanted to show that off real quick, just so you can get a glimpse of what that looks like. And finally, we have the option for the red dress, which looks pretty similar to the green dress. I think it's just textured a little bit differently to look like a different material, but ultimately it's like the same thing. Now at some point, something went terribly wrong for me. Kelvin showed up, and he was just kind of standing there. The end cutscene just started to play, and Virginia came out of nowhere. At some point, she gave me a thumbs up, and she just came and sat down. I was like, well, I was just thinking in my head, like, what was the thought process behind these characters in this? I don't think I've ever seen them really do much in this part of the area, especially not sit down and just hang out there. I even looked at these goons being like, you seeing this? It was just outrageous. And then all of a sudden, her dress popped back up, so we went ahead and just tried to leave the island to see what would happen. While she's sitting there, there's another Virginia here in the background running up with a shotgun, blasting at whatever she can. Kelvin's just gone. I don't even know where he went. But here's Virginia with her fingers running right through her. Minding her own business. You can see Virginia and Kelvin now in the helicopter, so I don't know. Learn something, hit the like button, join a membership if you'd like, subscribe if you're new. Have a good day.